This overview presents the basics of participant-oriented evaluation, its assumptions, its characteristic methods, its usefulness in program evaluation, and how it construes the evaluator's role. I am Julia Flint, a research assistant working for Word Farmers Associates. Participant-oriented approaches are based on a constructivist philosophy of learning. This philosophy sees knowledge as constructed by people rather than discovered by them. This view implies the value of collaborative efforts to gain knowledge or understanding of anything, including the merit or worth of programs. Participant-oriented evaluation seeks and values the disparate perspectives of stakeholders as a means of constructing a new understanding of a program and its relative merits for individuals and groups who participate in it. Participant-oriented evaluation regards different, even conflicting perspectives as a potential source of new knowledge, not as a problem. Participant-oriented approaches make every effort not to privilege one individual's view or the view of one group of stakeholders over another. The central task of the evaluator is to learn about and record multiple perspectives on the program, rather than trying to force an understanding of the program into a single reality. In doing so, it reflects certain assumptions. The assumptions that underlie participant-oriented approaches are: no one knows everything that happens in a program. No one perspective conveys the truth. Each participant's experience is unique, and all perspectives are accepted as correct. In other words, the participant-oriented program evaluator learns about and records multiple realities of the program based on people's different interpretations and perceptions, rather than a single reality that represents an authorized version of the program. In a participant-oriented approach to evaluation, the program evaluator first observes and gathers, and then represents the different values and needs of the individuals and groups that the program serves. Soliciting all participants' perspectives ensures that the evaluation fulfills responsibilities to diverse groups, including those whose views may have been underrepresented in past efforts. Participant-oriented approaches regard the essential purpose of evaluation to be an educative one. By involving participants, program evaluators educate program staff, recipients of program services, and other stakeholders about the program, including its complexities. The program evaluator's primary role is to gain understanding that enables him or her to assist practitioners and other participants to reach new understandings. In creating opportunities for participants to discuss their perceptions of the program, the evaluator may inspire change in practice and behavior. These opportunities are especially valuable in formative evaluation, or for evaluations focusing on process, as the discussions themselves may create immediate new understandings among program staff or people who are served by the program. As the evaluation process evolves, major responsibilities of the evaluator are to chart the progress of the evaluation, for example, through journal entries, identify issues that emerge as important to participants, listen and probe to learn more about the issues, and conduct member checks of reports of interviews, focus groups, and so on. Member checks confirm and negotiate understanding of perspectives and findings by having some or even all the participants read interpretations or summaries to see whether they fit with what the participants understood about the program or what they said in interviews. Communication is critically important to participant-oriented evaluation. Using language that is familiar to the participant group or individual participant in the forms of interaction that are comfortable to the group or individual work best. For example, if some participants cannot read well, questions should be in oral form, not written. Possible issues to consider are whether participants are used to an informal style of speech, whether dialect differences may affect communication, and whether participants speak or understand English. The evaluator can help different audiences understand the program by using approaches tailored to those audiences, that is, approaches that are familiar to them in both content and form. Some participants may be unwilling to write comments on survey forms because they lack confidence in their literacy. Adaptations to different communication preferences can help the evaluation give voice to people who are likely not to be heard in the usual course of things. They may encourage responses from individuals or groups who might otherwise be unwilling to respond. For example, one-on-one informal interviews or small focus groups could be options for participants who would not be likely to express their opinion in a large group. As the evaluator carries out these processes of eliciting, analyzing, and confirming participants' views, he or she weighs and reconciles the plurality of criteria and judgments being formed, mostly through intuition. In this context, what intuition refers to is the sum of judgment based on knowledge gained through experience, knowledge that is both conscious in verbal awareness and tacit or unavailable to language, as well as new information collected through quantitative and qualitative methods. The use of intuition is a part of every evaluative approach, and it does not contradict systematic data collection and analysis. Rather, participant-oriented approaches to evaluation recognize that there is no algorithm for weighing and reconciling the plurality of criteria and judgments of individuals and groups that the program serves. Participant-oriented evaluation tasks are defined by the types of information needed to understand the program. For example, descriptive information about the program and its context, information documenting concerns, seeking causes, identifying possible action, information responsive to issues, identifying possible courses of action, information about values, clarifying values, finding out about their sources, determining level of conviction, and information about standards to be used in evaluation, identifying criteria, expectations, and needs. To address these and other information needs, the participant-oriented evaluator uses various qualitative measures, for example, interviews, observations, and unobtrusive measures. Field notes and recordings provide the data sources. Qualitative descriptions are used as data to be analyzed for their potential contribution to understanding the program, and they are also used as a recording technique for documenting different perspectives and processes. Participant-oriented approaches to evaluation combine multiple sources of data to reach general understandings about the program. These multiple sources of data, qualitative or quantitative, and their analysis, combined with inductive reasoning and intuition based on experience, yield new understanding. This new understanding is not the result of a preordained research design or inquiry plan. Understanding of the program comes from assimilation of data from a number of sources, often both qualitative and quantitative. The evaluation process evolves as participants gain experience in the activity or program. There are various categories of approaches to participant-oriented evaluation. Each category highlights different features of this kind of evaluation. Three major categories are illuminative evaluation, responsive evaluation, and naturalistic evaluation. Illuminative evaluation includes three major stages in the process. 1. Observation, exploring the day-to-day reality of the program. 2. Further inquiry, inquiring further, perhaps on selected issues. 3. Explanation, explaining observed patterns and relationships. Responsive evaluation frames evaluation processes as orienting more to program activities than to program intentions, responding to audience or client needs for information, and referring to different value perspectives in reporting the success and failure of the program. Naturalistic evaluation defines the evaluator's role as someone who studies the program activities in situ, makes no effort to constrain, manipulate, or control the activities, and takes on the role of learner, with the participants teaching the evaluator by offering their perspectives. All of these participant-oriented approaches add negotiation to the two basic tasks of evaluation, description and judgment. The different perspectives on the program are detailed and refined through discussion and member checks to ensure that the evaluator interprets information comprehensively and accurately. What is judged best about the program and what is in need of improvement will depend on the values and criteria of the various groups that participate in the describing and judging, as negotiated with each other and the evaluator. Participant-oriented evaluation offers a greater depth of understanding of the program, its context, its culture, its history, and the conventions that inform it than other approaches to evaluation can achieve. This depth of understanding is accomplished through the evaluator's intensive and extensive collaboration with participants, whose perspectives are solicited through inquiring, inclusive methods that accommodate the values and communication preferences of diverse groups.